Welcome to this week's I-26 update. This morning, I really needed to get some stuff done before noon, and so I went out before the fog cleared at 10, and it did so pretty much right at 10. So we get to deal with the fog. Not a huge deal, but it's still fog. So what happened this week? We had more work on the Parkway Bridge. We had more plates on the French Broad Bridge. We had some nice surprise at the Clear Creek Road Bridge down near Hendersonville. That's getting connections. What else happened? They're doing some final shoulder work down near the way station. The silence wall is continuing past where I thought it would, which is interesting. Wonder where it's going to end up at. I'm not sure what else I remember right off. So let's just watch this and see what we find. If you want some used auto parts, there you go. Coming up to the 191 bridge, we've got, man alive, you can still see quite a bit. I'm impressed because it was relatively low visibility, under a mile, maybe under half a mile. Definitely got thicker as we went south. Can't even see the Biltmore Square Mall. Asheville outlets now. Wonder if we'll get the circuits this year. Okay, so we've got no more paving, but they're getting ready to do shoulder work, and we're doing some paving on the shoulder work. There was a flatbed here backing down the hill. I wonder if they're going to pack up the concrete paver because it's not needed where it is. That'll be interesting to see. There's the truck backing up. Interesting to see if they pack that up and move it to another place, because they were prepping the south side of the road from the French Broad. So I would be honestly a little surprised if they didn't move the concrete paver over there and get it all set up to pave the south side. Because, you know, the connection is only a couple hundred yards. Pouring that by hand wouldn't be a deal. But there's the concrete paver and leveler, smoother, whatever it's called. I've been watching them this week, working on these plates on the French Broad Bridge. It has not gone quite as fast as I thought, but it's still moving nicely. So they're going to be done soon, but probably not before Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Thursday of next week. It did look like they had some rebar on the way back. I'll see if I can point that out. But they're throwing down water over there, and they've got a road leveler going. So it's definitely getting prepped. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to how far. And that guy in that boat looks like he's trying to get some duck or something. Some kind of bird to be that camouflaged. So, going up the hill. I do hope that the side views got a better view. I did get a new camera, so I'm not using my phone, but it didn't work quite perfectly, so I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit, see what I can find out about how that's gonna work. But coming up here right at the Parkway Bridge, and of course you can't see anything until you're right on top of it, but they were using the big crane to lift more things up to the top of the leg, And I'm sure that they're going to have to take out the rebar that's sticking up. It might just be there to help people remember that they shouldn't step off the side. But yeah, they're doing last little bits of prep, and I think that they have filled it with concrete all the way to the top. That's what I'm guessing now. I don't know. But another week before they put the first pieces on. They've got to put the little, what's it called? Expansion plates up there. So until those are up, they're not going to put a final piece up. But this, they did take out the north side strips, whatever they're called, holders, and they are digging out the south side now. So that is getting a massive overhaul for final work. And there's gravel all there, and if you look closely at the gravel, you can see the large chunks of the stabilizing mats that, you know, they just haven't taken out fully. That truck right there had its hood up on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Like they had a mechanic doing something to the engine. But trucks parked here. Not really a lot happening at the bridge, just stuff parked on it or past it, around it. Lots of dump trucks today. And I do hope that we can see some of it, because I know I could see it, but you just don't see it from far away. They had the drill down here again, not being used. It was sitting on the roadway, but there was a couple of track hose, one at this end and one at the other end of this hill, digging up dirt. A couple at the other end of the hill. Oh, and Glenbridge Road, I'll tell you when I get there. Foggy morning. Man, it's getting heavier. Their cans should be able to see the track hoe over here. There's the drill and the track hoe. Yeah. That's the drill. No, that's the track. Anyhow, the other one was the drill. Maybe they're done with the drill. Maybe they'll get packed up soon. Who knows? Not me, at least. There was another track hoe there. Yeah, they were doing a lot of digging down there. Let's see. Not a lot to see, but maybe I know that the side view had a good look at all this. Lots of piles of dirt around, and they were digging a lot up here. Oh yeah, at the airport, I saw it on the way back as well. I don't remember where it was, but I remember seeing it. They had that truck with the massive metal plate that was picking it up and dropping it on the roadway to break it up. There's a couple of dump trucks getting filled. Maybe that one looked like it was full of heavy rock, like they were gonna place it down for a foundation. I don't know. There was some concrete going in at Glenbridge Road this week. Don't know what they were doing, but I did also see a truck drive over the old Glenbridge Road. So it is still being used. Don't know what for, but it is definitely still being used. And there's some more digging going on up here. The big truck with the massive plate was breaking up the airport roadway. So that'll be getting torn out very soon. There's another digging going on. They have a pit over there, and they poured some concrete, so something's happening. Maybe somebody broke down there and whatever. Anyhow, lots of gravel. That pile is now 3 rungs tall. And there's the leveler, roadway paver, smooth, whatever they're called. But there was the truck up here, and as I got to the airport, I knew that I needed to go back here to pick up something. So at the last moment, I was like, oh, let me get off and see if I can burn a little bit of time, let the fog burn off some. It didn't. I didn't take long enough. I needed to wait an hour because this is like 9 o'clock still. But that roadway is being broken up, so they're going to be tearing that up this week, this coming week. I couldn't see the brake marks, but there was definitely something like a 20,000 pound metal plate getting dropped on that to break it up. So back from where I was going in not enough time and going south again. And I have never been off this exit as it is, so I made a little mistake coming off of it. Still foggy, but you can see, so just not a long way. I apologize for that. Hey, edit out the stoplight pause. Forgot to do that before. So go across the bridge, get a nice little view off. I'm not sure if this helped or hurt to pause. Fog still wasn't going away until noon, until 10, and that's right when I got done. It's supposed to turn hard left and stay inside the lines there. Oops. Oh well, nobody was coming, so I didn't hit anybody and we were safe. Get back on the freeway. Nice little bit of road work going on there on the inside. Have to look at that on the side view. And unfortunately not a lot to see. But there is at least, I did see at least one new sign anchor going up. So that was good to see. I just don't remember where it was. But it was big and obvious. Rest areas. I really think that this area is completed. One of the first areas they worked on, so makes sense. Wonder if that pile of dirt is going to be moved at all. Doesn't seem like it would be. I do wonder where they're taking all of this dirt that they're taking out today. And just a lot of dirt moving, earth moving. Who's buying the fill, or are they just stacking it somewhere for later? Anyhow, going across Cane Creek. And the drainage spots on both sides of it. And then they're going to have the sign a little ways down this straightaway for the Fletcher exit, which is probably going to have a dual purpose to tell people going the other way that the airport exit is coming up. And I had some people wanting to pass me, so whatever. At the Fletcher exit, they are definitely taking out some dirt underneath the bridge. They're not taking out the bridge, but they are definitely changing the slope and level of the road underneath the bridge. Yeah, you can see a little bit of work from this side. A little bit better view from the other side, but yeah, there's Traco dumping stuff into a dump truck there, and they've got 4 more lined up. So they're taking out a lot of dirt. Maybe some will come back, maybe not. Don't know. But they did have well, I wouldn't have done. Was it this one? They had somebody with a cement truck and the crane moving, so that had to have been a funnel dumping concrete. I don't remember if it was that one. I'll have to go back and look at that. Pause it there. Go back and look yourself. But somebody was actively doing concrete work. Right there. The sun's coming out, but the fog gets a little worse before it burns it all off. That sucked. There was some shoulder work, but I think it was up at the way station. So let's go around this long right-hand sweeper. And
you want the rest?
Up to the way station. Why not? Okay, so the road on the north side of the way station going north looked completed, and they were doing some asphalt work on the shoulder, at least some of that. At the silence wall, if I remember correctly, on the way back. You might be able to see them right there. Yeah, there they are. Several dump trucks and getting ready for that. There were some other trucks on the north side getting ready for something. Got those castles there. Yeah, there they are right there, paving the shoulder on the inside. Okay, it's on the inside, closer to where we're driving. But then the silence wall, I was kind of surprised to see this much, but if you watch the silence wall, it's going way farther than I thought. I thought they were going to, terminate it on the hill, but they're working all the way up the hill beside somebody's house, and wow. I was pretty floored on that one. I wonder how far it's going to go now, because, if they're going over the hill, are they going to go down the hill and all the way up here to the, Clear Creek Road or Clear Creek Bridge? I mean, that's a long way, but they have all these trucks here, concrete and all kinds of stuff. What the heck are they building right there? I'm going to have to look at that on the right-hand view myself. See if I can see more of that. Understand what it is. Lots of work going on there. And, median, that was the other big thing. They had, that was what they were doing right there. Yeah, duh. That was the work right there. That was the median, and they had semis doing some stuff. Looked like they were set up for grinding or something. It was weird. But they did have the median. They had put in a huge amount of the median rebar triangles, and they were pouring that today. So I'll see if I can point that out on the way back. But Clear Creek Road, if you look over here to the right, they are pouring the connector pours to the new roadway. They got the forms down, and I guess they're just going to do another set of forms. But they do have another set of forms right there. So they're connecting the total roadway. So it might need 2 weeks to set, might need Maybe they're going to do something with the concrete pourer machine there. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's going to need 1 to 2 weeks to set, 1 to 2 weeks to be inspected, and then we're probably going to be shifted over there first of the year at the latest. I'm going to say the longest that they're going to take to do that is the first of the year, but honestly, I think we're going to be over there late October, early November. But you know, at the latest, the first of the year, we're going to be shifted over. This exit is going to be completed, and that section of road between the exits there is going to be completed before December. I honestly think so. So, not really a lot changed here, just a nice chance to view off the left-hand side, which you can with the left-hand side view. And came down here, turned around. Nice that I got a green light coming through that intersection. Didn't even have to edit it. But I did here. Took a quick pause, flipped a U-ey, went back. And the World of Clothing storage facility is now open. Says that it's doing its grand opening. Only $100 or $200 a month for climate-controlled storage. I'm sure they make a killing on that stuff. Anyhow, you can sort of see the mural. Hope you got a nice view off the side. I tried to stay back from this van so you could get that side view. As we come up here, and I decided to pause. Went to see if a business was open, and they open at 10, which is when I figured that the mist would be gone, and I didn't feel like waiting for it without having a reason to sit there. So I pulled in here and paused for a moment, and then I just went, well, I can't really wait. So I came back out and headed north. Exits really haven't been changed at all. Again, I wonder if they're going to change this side of the exits. Remains to be seen. Kinda doubt it, because, you know, they're just not really changing much on this side. Who knows? But I did look this time, make sure I wouldn't get surprised. And I punched it hard and got up to speed. Pulled over so you can get a little bit of a view of Clear Creek. Hopefully. My new camera did pretty well, but I got a couple of surprises off of it, so not sure I'm going to use it again. We'll see. I may just get a new camera. Another new camera. That was an old one. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, that was a big traco getting carried there. Work on the Clear Creek Bridge going nicely. Clear Creek Road is up here at this bridge. And I realized that I wasn't really going to be passing these people, so I pulled over. Now the thought occurred to me, this dark stuff over here that I've been saying is gravel or dirt might be asphalt waiting to be recycled. I don't know. It seems like they would have just gone ahead and taken that to the asphalt facility, but, you know, it's pretty blasted dark. Who knows? Don't seem to have any large amounts of stone here in the grinding pit. It really hasn't changed either. But there's the first of the tankers. And then there was another tanker down here. And it had stuff like dragging the ground. It was weird. There was a Yeah, look at these guys. Both of them have stuff. The one that isn't pulled has stuff on the ground, like it's going to be grinding or something. There was an excavator back there and another one up here. It looked like they were getting ready to do something, so maybe they're going to be putting one of those big signs in right there. Not sure. But then the median work, they have already done all of this, and if you go back and look where they were versus where they are right now, I doubt that that's going to take all week. I'll wager that before next Friday, they're going to have that median all the way up, because they don't go super fast, but they do keep moving. And, a foot every 10 minutes? I don't know. And the big old silence wall, lots of stuff going into it. The median triangle's getting put in here now that it's paved fully and finished. And they did finish the median up on the north end by Fanning Bridge, the Ag Center. Get a good look of the median or the shoulder paving here on the near side to us now. The inside. Oh no, it was on the other side. Okay, whoops. Anyhow, lots and lots of asphalt going down on the shoulders. They are painting the silence wall there, and I imagine that that's going to spread out as they finish. Wonder if they're done enough with the silence wall that they'll be paving the shoulder there. Well, that big hole right there still, so who knows. Still stuff to do. That little pile of dirt there probably still needs to be dug out. I imagine that they'll do that as part of the shoulder work. Oh, there was digging there on the way station. Like they're going to cut the whole hill back a good, 10, 20 feet at the way station. That'll be interesting to see. So you can have trucks parked there or something, probably, because there's not a lot of space there. But it's getting some big changes. I was impressed to see those changes. Lots of work going on around that way station. I mean, huge amounts of work there. And coming up here, oh no, this is Fletcher exit. This is that Naples Road? I think it's Naples Road that connects to the hospital there. A little bit of stuff happening under Naples Road, but most of the stuff is happening between that bridge and the Fletcher exit. Digging out a big old pile of dirt there, so it's obviously not to grade yet, along with all the concrete that they've been breaking up. And pause and look at this, because there's some big changes. Yep, there's the concrete truck, and they're pouring right there. They've got this footing on the north side done, and the legs, I think, are done for the north side, and now they're working on the south side. So, 2 weeks for the beams, maybe. He's got himself a pile of dirt there that he's digging himself down off of. There's some big changes going on in the area right there at Fletcher exit going under the bridge. They are changing the road profile pretty drastically. And I was looking at that and wasn't watching the road and almost changed lanes without meaning to. I think they've smoothed out that corner. It was not quite as hard to take this time. And not because I don't mind driving hard. So coming up here on the finished section, They had that spot that they had been doing some work on off to the right. It looked like they'd put down some gravel, and it was either finished or going to receive a final paving right up here on the right. Just before the bridge. And yeah, I'm getting past on the right, but I'm looking at these things, documenting them. And the rest area sign. So I was thinking about this after seeing the there's the signpost right there, all finished, ready to go. There was another one that was just started. Crud, where was that? I know there was. Anyhow, the median right there is finished all the way up to the bridge past the rest area here. I believe that's Fanning Bridge Road, which goes across to the Ag Center. That was good to see, and they had to have done that before they moved it down, the median mold, whatever thing it's called, down to where they're working on it now. Ta-da! Freshly paved concrete. Poured. Paved. Anyhow. And coming up here to the airport. I already made my stop, so I didn't need to pull off. And that used to be Associated Springs back there when I was a kid. Like the second building, first or second building before that heavy equipment company right there. I swear that heavy equipment company has been there my whole life. But I remember Associated Springs because I did a t-ball baseball thing one year, and our sponsor was Associated Springs. I never did know what they were doing. Maybe it's a well drilling company. Who knows? But I did get a participation trophy. Every time I think of that and what's going on now about that, it just makes me laugh. Okay, so we have fog. You can see a tiny bit of the work going on the left, and if you look at that pile of gravel, it is all the way to the third level now. They have filled that thing up totally and completely to the maximum height. It's kind of crazy. And that big hole that they've dug out beside Glenbridge Road, I could probably go down somebody's driveway but to see it, but I don't really want to push my luck that hard. Yeah, it would not be a fun day if they were not happy with me. But cruising along. They've got all those trucks over there getting filled up or dumping rock and gravel. I'm not sure. So over the hill we go. Doesn't take very long when you're traveling at speed. You got no traffic slowing you down. About 1 minute going over this hill. Wonder if that's the waste pond. I don't know. Coming down the other side. Gonna see some work going on around the Long Shoals Road Bridge, and there was a truck that was trying to cross the exit ramp up here. Lots of dump trucks. Man, they're moving hundreds of tons of material. Like 15 to 20 tons at a time. But yeah, there's the truck. He pulled up to the exit ramp and slowed down to make sure nobody's coming, and then he stopped with his bumper hanging into it a little bit, and the person coming up the ramp, you can see him there, just kind of slows down. It's like, what the... I can just imagine what they were thinking. I'm coming onto the exit, I'm going to merge. Truck? Yeah, that would be a bit of a heart attack moment if you were not expecting that at all. I do hope that they were expecting to see stuff. But yeah, the pile of gravel there. There's work going on at this auxiliary road. They are completely digging that out. They did take up the, I guess they're pilings, whatever they were, on the north side to, finish that off. When did I see that? I swear I saw it on Tuesday. The crane has been moved. I was pleasantly surprised to see the crane being moved. And they've dug out that hole, and now they're going to have to take out the pilings on the south side. But, excuse me, huge amounts of material being moved, lots of gravel. And up here they've got the crane turned, and I hate to say it, but my side view camera turned off, so dang it. I don't know what happened to it. I'm probably going to get a different one. But they were holding stuff up at the legs, like they've not tied the legs all together yet. I swear that the ones on the other side were bolted together all ways, so maybe that's what they're working on. I don't know. I wish that I could walk the bridge every day and drive the freeway every day. But that would take me longer to get home than it already does. Oh well. So coming down here, I did see a little bit of work going on at the bottom of the hill, but can't really see much with the leaves in the way. Those are going away before the end of the month. So we'll see a little bit more off to the side, what'll be nice for viewing the construction. And maybe we'll see them starting to pave it. Who knows? Get a little quick glance right there. There is a road leveler, grader, right up here, doing some final grading just past this. I know I saw him on this gravel here. So that's going to be paved very soon. There he is up there. You can see the blinking light. No, that's not him. Anyhow, I know that there was. I know I saw it. Maybe that's it. He was moving, yeah. Anyhow, there was some work happening there. But these bottom plates for the bridge, they only got about halfway across. But still, halfway across. No, that's more than halfway. Anyhow, I think that by... Oh, there's the rebar right there on the big truck. I think that by Wednesday or Thursday, there's the truck. Back that up, the truck that has that monster piece of metal that they were dropping on the road to break it up. Don't know why he would be sitting right beside the new paving, Kind of counterproductive to break up the new paving, but maybe he was just sitting there waiting for the next place to go to. The bridge should have rebar going onto it before the end of next week. I think that those plates will be done by Wednesday, and it will be paved, I'll say before the end of October. They've got 2 weeks. So we've got all these trucks up here. I think somebody was cutting something up there. They had whatever that is going on to that flatbed. I think it was going on. Didn't look like that was being pulled off. And we are back to the little lane shift right before 191, and that gives us a full run from north to south and back. Thank you for watching the whole thing if you did. I know nobody really watches a whole lot more than 30 to 40 minutes because my averages are under 10 minutes. But, oh, concrete bumper. Thank you for watching. Do the whole comment and like and subscribe and all that if you haven't already. And I will see you next week. Maybe. I'll have to see how that works out next week. I got something going on. I might not be able to do this the same way. But we'll see. See you next time. Bye-bye.